Texas DBI's Brother Panther. I've got a database here I've been monitoring. I'm going to do a response time analysis for this database, and what I see here is for the last 8 hours, not much going on. I actually want to look at the entire week, so I'm going to look at the performance of this database for the week, and I've got a 1/4 second response time. 85% of that time is inside the database, and the database is a little bit more I/O bound than CPU bound. I'm going to click on that I/O pie slice, and Brother Panther just did the analysis to find the statements that are causing that database to be I/O bound. So right there, I've got about 2/3 of all the I/O in the database tied up in these 4 statements. I can pass those as a workload to the design advisor and apply DBI's advanced index benefit analysis methodology. So here's an I/O bound database, 2/3 of all the I/O in 4 statements. We're waiting for the answer here. Do-dee-doo-dee-doo-dee-doo. Oh, outstanding. And we can see we're going to get from 374,000 time rounds down to 116 for a 99% improvement. Here's the indexes that we have the opportunity to create, and we can see the benefit of each of these indexes. If we add this first index, we'll get 49% of that savings. If we add this second index, we get 46% of that savings. And if we add this third index, well, that's not a very big contributor to all that savings. So I take these first 2, that's the bulk of my savings, click on create. There they are in my editor. I'm ready to go. And just like that, in about a minute, I just took 2/3 of the I/O out of an I/O bound database. Isn't that easy? Yes, it is. Hi, I'm Scott Hayes with DBI Software, and I'm here today to share with you some breaking news that's going to be very important to your life. History is going to be made. 6:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time on the 25th of May, 2016. History is going to be made. Where will you be when history is made? Here's what's going to happen. 6:15. IBM and DBI Software together, isn't that amazing? Cooperation, are going to host a magical reception at IDUG, the IDUG DB2 Tech Conference in Austin, Texas, May 23 to 26th. That'll be a very big, very amazing reception at 6:15. Where are you going to be at 6:15? You're going to be at the Renaissance Hotel. We're going to start at the Renaissance Hotel. It's a really nice hotel. You can see here we have pictures of pools and relaxation areas, and there's a little bit of map here. By the way, on this map you can see a place called Zoe's Kitchen. If there's folks in the audience that are going to go to IDUG, Zoe's Kitchen is a short 2-minute walk from the hotel, and they have very delicious Mediterranean food, lots of vegetarian options. One of my favorite places to go, Zoe's Kitchen.
That's where I'm going.
So we're going to go to the Renaissance Austin Hotel. We're going to start out there, and then we have buses. Buses, 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 and more buses. You know, you can only get 56 people in a bus. So it takes a lot of buses to move an IDUG conference. We're going to put those buses on the road, and we're going to drive about 10.8 miles, which, depending on traffic, is going to take anywhere from 18 to 30 minutes. We're going to go to the Oasis on Lake Travis. The Oasis is known as the Sunset Capital of Texas. And if you look carefully on this map, right here, you can see the friendly little Google Maps icon for home. That's where Scott lives, right here on Hudson Bend. And there is the Oasis. So we'll kind of be overlooking my house when we're at the Oasis. Now, once we get to the Oasis, this is what it looks like. This is a picture. You've got all these really cool decks that overlook the lake. This is Lake Travis. These are the Sometimes Islands, and the view is just completely spectacular. Here's a picture that I took. I was on my boat, and I was just right in front of the oasis on the water, and I was looking west. And there's a sunset that you can see from the oasis. That's the kind of view that you're going to have from this venue. And sunset is going to occur at 8:25 p.m. Central Daylight Time on the 25th of May. You don't want to miss this, ladies and gentlemen. History is going to be made. You're going to get to enjoy a lovely buffet dinner. Real food, not junk. Boy, I've been to so many events and they just serve you rubbish. No, we're going to have real food. It's going to be good food. And we're going to have craft beers and Texas wines. And the Oasis is famous for its margaritas. Did you guys know that Texas is now #2 in the U.S. behind California? For wine production, there's more wine produced in Texas than any other state in the U.S. except for California. We've overtaken New York for the #2 position. Lots of wine in Texas, good wine. IBM's going to have an awards ceremony. That'll be fun. They do it in Europe. They're going to bring that to Austin, the North American Conference. DBI is going to do a little bit of magic. We're going to have our magician there showing some magic. And what Austin is totally famous for, Austin is the live music capital of the world. While you're enjoying that sunset, you'll get to enjoy the band Fusion ATX. This is a really, really, really good band. How did I come to know the band Fusion ATX? Well, look carefully right here, right in the center. There's a young lady wearing a shirt and looks like some black leather pants. That is Amanda Bauman. Now, if you recognize that name, Amanda Bauman is one of the managers of the IBM Champion program. By day, she's an IBM employee doing great things for all the IBM champions. And by night, her passion is being in a band. She's the lead vocalist in this amazing band. And there's another picture of this band, so they'll be playing for us. So you're going to have all that music, and you're going to be able to dance. Now that looks a lot like my friend Erwin over there on the left. I can see all that dancing going on. There'll be wine, there'll be dancing. Of course, in Texas, we need to conserve water because it's kind of dry here. So we'll be drinking wine, drinking beer, drinking margaritas, having a really good time. And if you're not into dancing, that's okay because there's so much deck space where you can just hang out and enjoy conversation overlooking beautiful Lake Travis, catching up with your friends, doing networking, learning about what's happening in the world of the DB2. And then after all that fun and drinking and celebration, then we're going to put you back on the buses and we're going to send you back to the hotel. Remember, you need to experience IDUG May 23, 26 in Austin, Texas. Be sure to visit the exhibit hall to get your tickets. Please wear your badges to the Oasis reception. Again, that time is 6:15 Wednesday, the 25th of May. I've got some references there for you. You can find out about IDUG. You can learn about the restaurant, oasis-austin.com. Learn about the band at fusionatx.com. Of course, you can find out about DBI. Visit dbisoftware.com. Now, buses. You know it costs about $7,000 to move an entire conference. Buses are expensive. Dinner is about $18,000. The band is a couple thousand. Some special gifts for our guests, about $5,000. And then there's all that drinking. So I need to find out if Martin Hubel's coming because I'm estimating the bar tab to be around $10,000. Thanks very much for your time and attention. I look forward to seeing you at IDUG. That's my presentation. All right.
That was a brand new presentation.
That was a brand new presentation. It's original material. Let's ask the audience what they think.